Hi, this is Razor Wire, and this is a twin flame reading. To save on time, I've kind of already dealt everything out. So this is the masculine, this is the feminine, and this here is the journey. I'm using the Light Seers Tarot, and I'm using a homemade deck. Basically, I took postcards, and on the back I've written some quotes to make you think. Alright, so we're going to start with the masculine, and we're starting here with the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is that card for trapped. You're feeling trapped, you're feeling like life isn't within your control. You could be in a state of denial. You have the blindfold over the eyes, saying that you don't want to see what's happening. You don't want to see how things are unfolding. It's a card of fear and anxiety. It's a card of overthinking things. But it also could represent, the obstacles in the world right now. Travel is restricted. Everything is so restricted that we're all kind of feeling a bit caged. So it can represent generally how people are feeling. Then we have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups can mean abandonment. It can be that they are abandoning an old way of thinking, an old way of being. They're abandoning those relationships and those situations that don't serve them anymore. They're walking away. This could be that they are moving toward a more spiritual or enlightened way of looking at the world. So they're kind of moving away from the material world. They're starting to seek their own answers, their own truth. They're not satisfied, with society's views or expectations. They want to find their own truth. And then we have the Judgment card, and in this card, it's about awakening, spiritual awakenings, and self-realization. You can see that the spirit is rising out of this woman, and it's completely free and transparent. So they're starting to free themselves. They're starting to wake up spiritually. They're starting to move out of this victim phase, this denial phase, and they're starting to see the truth. And then we have the High Priestess, and this can represent you, Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine. This is also a card of awakening. You can see that her third eye chakra is opening, and the crown chakra is also opening. So this is connected with trusting your intuition. Your masculine is really starting to tap in right now, and they're starting to question things. They're starting to realize that there's a lot more to life than what they've been taught and how they've been conditioned. And your poem is, to love another is something like prayer and can't be planned. You just fall into its arms because your belief undoes your disbelief. And this is from Anne Sexton. And the part I like best about this is your belief undoes your disbelief. So they were living in denial of this connection. They were in a state of disbelief. It's too good to be true. She's too good to be true. This will never work. I'm not good enough. All of these things, all of that things. And they're starting to awaken and realize that this is their higher purpose. This is their calling. This is what they are meant to do. And they are starting to connect with themselves, connect with their emotions, connect, with their intuition, with the 5D. So your masculine is undergoing an awakening right now. So for the Divine Feminine, we have the Lover's card. And the Lover's card can represent a choice that you have to make, an important choice. This can represent obviously a relationship, an attraction to someone. But the meaning that I like the most that I've seen about this is that your heart is calling you to do something. It could be you're being pulled towards your twin. It could be that there's a job, a career that you want to pursue. It could be that you've always wanted to write a book. It's like whatever is calling you. You know, that is the choice that you need to make, to pursue that, to pursue your calling, because you'll never feel whole or complete unless you trust your heart and you make that big bold move. And if you do that, if you make that choice, if you make the choice of heart, then you've got the Six of Wands to show you that success and victory and recognition. You know, she's got her arms up in the air, you know, it's celebration, but also in surrender. You know, she's allowing things to happen. You kind of have to allow people to love you, allow for goodness to flow into your life. You know, we oftentimes refuse and try to protect ourselves and close ourselves down, but we have to kind of just surrender and allow those good things to flow in. And your quote is, "The most beautiful part of your body is where it's headed. And remember, loneliness is still time spent with the world." And that's Ocean Vuong. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. And this is to say that you are never alone. You are always connected. You're always part of the world. Your twin is always a part of you. You know, humans are social creatures, and although, you know, physically right now you and your twin might be in separation, in spiritual truth you're already together, you're already married. Yeah, and this is about looking forward to the future. It's about the possibility and the potential that the future holds. It's about evolution and movement, and how as humans we continue to grow and evolve with time, that we're never stuck, that we always that life is always, you know, has something new to teach us or show us. All right, now for the journey, we have the Star, and the Star is hope for the future. It's inspiration. It's, you know, your wishes coming true. It's, you know, making sure to shine your lights. You know, raise your vibration and shine your light brightly, so that you can attract what you want into your life, whether that is your twin or that's success, you know, more money, public recognition, peace of mind, you know, whatever it is that you wish to attract. You know, you have to raise your vibration to attract those good things in. Yeah. And this is saying that the divine has your back. You know, you are, here you can see she's holding this string, so she has a link directly with heaven. You know, and we all have that link, and we can at any time, you know, connect with Source. And then we have the Emperor. We have all trump cards. And then we have the Emperor. And the Emperor is about strength and power and strategy. This is a man who knows what he wants, and he doesn't hesitate. He knows how to get it. He's methodical about it. It's about movement. It's about taking a step forward, you know, in your life. And then we've got the Devil. And the Devil is about distractions and temptation and the ego. And together, the Devil and the Emperor can represent somebody who is very harsh, you know. So it's like, if, for example, someone has wronged you in some way and you retaliate in an overly, you know, harsh manner. So watch that. Make sure that you know, that you don't seek, you know, revenge, that you let go and you forgive. And forgiveness is, you know, also, it's not for the other person so much as for yourself. You know, it's allowing yourself to move on and release that negative energy, so that you can be happy, so that you can have peace. you know, and there's no reason, you know, to burn that bridge. Sometimes when someone hurts us, we retaliate, or we get defensive and we lash out with too much force. You know, we maybe close a door that we shouldn't close. You know, always keep your heart open is, I think, mainly what it's saying. And then we have for the journey, some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. Herman Hesse. So as you can, in both the masculine and feminine cards, we have these cards where they are opening up, where they have their arms thrown back, their arms are opened, you know, they're surrendering, they are trusting in source, they're trusting in themselves, you know, and in their ability. And that's really when you trust another person, what you're doing. You're choosing to trust yourself, that you can handle whatever life throws your way, that you are worthy of having good things come into your life, that you are a strong person. So you're choosing to trust in your own resiliency, your own your own strength, your heart. So that is the reading for the day, and I hope you enjoyed it.